temple of celestial weaving was unforgiving. Its ancient mechanisms required the seamless tandem of light and shadow, pushing Jennie and Lisa into an agonizingly close, continuous working relationship. They found themselves trapped within its depths until the celestial alignment passed, forced to rely on each other to survive increasingly complex magical traps and mind-bending puzzles. The constant proximity, initially a source of irritation, slowly began to strip away their public personas, revealing glimpses of the individuals beneath the rigid traditions. A misstep in a previous chamber plunged them into a pocket dimension within the temple, the Aether chamber. Floating crystals pulsed with chaotic magic, requiring precise light and shadow stabilization to form a bridge to escape. Without each other, they were stranded, forcing a grudging reliance that chipped away at their animosity, replacing it with a tense, but necessary, cooperation. Deeper within the temple, they encountered a chamber dominated by two ancient pedestals, one glowing with captured starlight, the other humming with lunar shadows. To proceed, they needed to activate them simultaneously, transferring their respective energies. This required precise synchronization, forcing them to communicate more directly, relying on each other's cues in a way they never had before. The pressure of their confinement slowly chipped away at their ingrained antagonism, replaced by a reluctant, almost desperate, cooperation. Exhausted and strained from the intense magical coordination, Jennie and Lisa found a small, recessed alcove for a brief moment of respite. The silence was thick with the residue of their combined efforts. The usual animosity, while not entirely gone, was dulled by fatigue and the undeniable, unsettling fact of their successful cooperation. They sat, separated by a respectful distance, the quiet forcing them to acknowledge the human beneath the magical facade, their shared burden briefly outweighing their inherited conflict. The temple's next challenge was a vast chasm, bridged only by a path that shimmered into existence when light and shadow were perfectly interwoven. It demanded a harmony they had only glimpsed before, forcing them to shed their individualistic approaches and truly blend their essences. As their magics entwined, they created a shimmering, otherworldly bridge, revealing unforeseen beauty and a shocking, thrilling synergy. The unexpected harmony of their combined magic had softened the sharp edges of their animosity. During a brief lull, as they navigated a less magically active corridor, the weight of their house's expectations and the unique burdens of their heirship became a surprising common ground. They spoke not as Lumina and Umbra, but as Jennie and Lisa, two young women crushed by destinies they never chose, finding solace in shared vulnerability.